Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me right here, right now. You've got two choices in life. Sit back and let life push you around, or stand up, take control, and declare, I'm going to win. Winning isn't about luck. It's not about talent. It's about making a decision. A decision that no matter what life throws at you, you will not back down. You will not fold. You will not break. You will adapt, you will push, and you will rise. Some of you are waiting for the right moment, the perfect time. Let me tell you something. The perfect time does not exist. You're either all in right now or you're making excuses. And excuses, they are the chains that keep you stuck in mediocrity. You say you want to win, then prove it. Not to me, not to the world, to yourself. Winners don't talk about it. Winners show up. Winners do the work when no one is watching. Winners push past pain, past fear, past failure, because they know on the other side of struggle is greatness. And don't think for a second that winning means you won't face losses. No, you will fail. You will get knocked down. But here's the difference. You get back up every single time. When life hits you hard, and it will, you look it in the face and say, that all you got? Because I promise you, the people who win in life are the ones who refuse to quit. So decide right now, are you going to be average or are you going to be unstoppable? Winning is a decision. It's not something that happens by accident, and it's not something that's handed to you. It's not based on luck, circumstances, or background. It is a choice that you make every single day, a mindset that you commit to, and a belief that drives your actions. People who win in life don't wait for things to line up perfectly. They don't wait for permission, and they don't rely on external validation. They make the decision deep within themselves that no matter what happens, no matter how many obstacles they face, no matter how much resistance they encounter, they are going to come out on top. They refuse to see losing as an option. They eliminate doubt from their mind. They silence the voices of fear and hesitation and commit fully to the path ahead. There's a difference between wanting to win and deciding to win. A lot of people say they want to be successful. They want to achieve their dreams. They want to break free from mediocrity and live the life they've always imagined. But the truth is, wanting something and deciding to have it are two completely different things. When you merely want something, it remains a wish, a distant hope, an idea that exists in your mind but never materializes into reality. But when you decide to have it, everything changes. A decision is backed by action. A decision demands commitment. A decision means you're willing to do whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Look at the people who have achieved greatness. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders. None of them got there by accident. None of them stumbled upon success. They made a choice long before the results ever showed up. They decided that they would be the best. They decided that they would work harder than anyone else. They decided that failure would not define them. And because they made that decision, they aligned their entire life around that commitment. They woke up earlier. They trained harder. They studied more. They sacrificed comfort. They embraced pain. They did the things that others weren't willing to do because they had already determined the outcome in their mind. They didn't need proof. They didn't need immediate rewards. They knew that if they stayed true to their decision, success was inevitable. Making the decision to win is about creating a mindset that refuses to accept anything less than greatness. It's about removing excuses. It's about eliminating the idea of maybe or someday and replacing it with certainty and urgency. Too many people live in the land of hesitation. They say they'll start when they feel ready. They say they'll take action when the timing is right. They wait for the perfect moment, not realizing that hesitation is the biggest killer of dreams. The people who win in life understand that waiting is a form of surrender. They don't wait, they act. They move forward even when they don't have all the answers. They take risks. They bet on themselves. They trust in their ability to figure things out along the way. Every day, you are either moving closer to success or further away from it. There is no neutral. Every choice you make, every action you take, every decision you commit to is shaping your future. The difference between those who win and those who don't isn't intelligence, talent, or resources. It's the ability to make a decision and back it up with relentless execution. Winners don't entertain the idea of failure. It's not that they never experience setbacks. It's that they don't allow those setbacks to change their decision. They don't quit when things get hard. They don't lose faith when progress is slow. They don't second guess themselves when they face adversity. They remain locked in, focused, and determined. They understand that success is not a matter of if, but when, because they have already decided the outcome in their mind. Most people never reach their full potential because they never fully commit. They keep one foot in and one foot out. They hold on to safety nets. They give themselves backup plans, and the moment things get tough, they retreat. But the ones who win, they burn the bridges behind them. They remove all escape routes. They don't give themselves the option to turn back because they understand that the moment you give yourself an out, you'll take it the second things become uncomfortable. Winning requires an all-in mentality. It requires stepping into the fire and refusing to step out until the job is done. It requires shutting out distractions, ignoring opinions, and staying focused on the mission at hand. The world is full of distractions, negativity, and reasons to doubt yourself. If you allow external circumstances to dictate your mindset, you will never win. The economy, the opinions of others, past failures, none of that determines your future. The only thing that matters is the decision you make right now. When you commit to winning, you don't let outside forces shake you. You develop unshakable confidence in yourself. You create an internal belief system that is stronger than any challenge you will face. You train your mind to see obstacles as opportunities. You reframe failures as lessons. You program yourself to persist when everyone else gives up. There will always be reasons to quit. There will always be moments of doubt. There will always be situations that test your commitment. But the ones who win are the ones who push through anyway. They don't rely on motivation. They don't wait to feel ready. They take action regardless of their emotions. They understand that feelings are fleeting, but decisions are permanent. They train themselves to operate on discipline, not feelings. They build habits that keep them moving forward even when they don't feel like it. Because at the end of the day, success is not about how you feel, it's about what you do. Some people say they don't have time. Some say they don't have the right circumstances. Some say they don't have enough support. But winners don't make excuses. They don't complain about what they don't have. They use what they do have. They start where they are, they figure it out, they build their path brick by brick, knowing that everything they need is already inside them. They don't sit around waiting for things to get easier. They make themselves stronger. They develop the skills, the mindset, and the resilience required to win. Winning is not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's about making a conscious decision over and over again that you will not settle for anything less than the life you deserve. It's about committing to the process, no matter how long it takes. It's about trusting yourself enough to know that if you keep pushing forward, you will get there. Most people quit before they see results. They expect instant gratification. They want the rewards without the effort. They want success without the struggle. But the ones who win understand that success is a long game. They are willing to play the game as long as it takes. They don't demand immediate results. They don't look for shortcuts. They embrace the process. They fall in love with the work. They understand that the only way to truly win is to earn it. The moment you decide to win, everything changes. You stop playing small. You stop hesitating. You stop living in fear. You take full responsibility for your life. You stop blaming circumstances. You stop waiting for permission. You stop allowing doubt to control you. You step into your power. You realize that the only thing standing between you and success is the decision to go all in. There is no secret formula. There is no magic pill. There is only the decision to commit fully, to push past fear, and to keep going no matter what. And there is no perfect time to start. This is one of the biggest lies people tell themselves. The idea that they need to wait until the conditions are right, until they have all the answers, until they feel completely ready. But the truth is, if you keep waiting for the perfect time, you will be waiting forever. There is no such thing as the right moment. There is only now. The people who win in life understand that time is the most valuable resource they have, and they refuse to waste it by waiting for some imaginary perfect condition to appear. They know that hesitation is the enemy of success, that overthinking kills dreams, and that if they don't take action immediately, they will get stuck in a cycle of procrastination that will keep them trapped for years. Most people never start because they are looking for certainty. They want guarantees. They want to know that if they take a step forward, everything will work out exactly as planned. But life doesn't work that way. The people who succeed are the ones who are willing to step into uncertainty, who are willing to move forward without all the answers, who are willing to take risks even when they don't know exactly how things will turn out. They understand that waiting for certainty is just another form of fear It's fear disguised as logic. It's fear telling you that you need more time, more preparation, more reassurance. But deep down, you already know what you need to do. You don't need more time. You don't need more information. You don't need anyone to give you permission. You just need to act. The ones who wait for the perfect time never make progress. They live their entire lives in preparation mode, telling themselves that they will start when they have everything figured out, when they have enough money, when they have the right connections, when the conditions are just right. But the problem is there will always be a reason to wait. There will always be something that isn't quite perfect. There will always be an excuse available. And that is why the people who succeed are the ones who start before they feel ready. They understand that progress comes from movement, not from planning. They understand that growth comes from action, not from sitting around waiting for the stars to align. They understand that the only way to learn is by doing. Think about how many people have ideas, dreams, and goals that they never pursue simply because they are waiting for the right time. How many books go unwritten? How many businesses never get started? How many opportunities are lost because someone convinced themselves that they weren't ready yet? The world is full of people who have dreams but never act on them. And the reason is always the same. They think they need more time. But the people who win understand that time is not something you wait for. Time is something you use, and if you don't use it, you will lose it. Every single day that you hesitate is a day that you could have been making progress. Every moment you spend waiting for the perfect time is a moment you will never get back. People tell themselves that they will start when they feel motivated. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. If you rely on motivation to take action, you will never be consistent enough to succeed. The people who win are the ones who take action regardless of how they feel. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for inspiration. They don't wait for some magical moment when everything feels perfect. They simply make the decision to start, and they trust that clarity, confidence, and momentum will come as a result of action, because action creates energy, action creates progress, action creates opportunity. But none of those things happen if you stay stuck in hesitation. Some people think they need to have everything planned out before they begin. They want a step-by-step guide. They want to know exactly what will happen at every stage of the journey. But that's not how success works. The path is not always clear from the start. You have to start walking before you can see the next step. You have to take the first move before the rest of the plan reveals itself. The people who succeed don't wait until they have all the answers. They take the first step and figure things out as they go. They trust themselves to adapt, to learn, to grow through experience. They understand that mistakes are part of the process. They know that failing forward is better than standing still. They don't let uncertainty stop them because they know that waiting for the perfect plan is just another way to avoid taking responsibility for their own success. Fear disguises itself as logic. It tells you to wait. It tells you that the timing isn't right. It tells you that you need more information, more preparation, more resources. But deep down, you know that's not true. Deep down, you know that you are just delaying the inevitable, avoiding the discomfort of starting, allowing fear to keep you trapped in inaction. The people who win in life recognize this for what it is. They don't let fear control them. They acknowledge it, but they move forward anyway. They take action in spite of their doubts, in spite of their insecurities, in spite of the fear of failure. And because they take action, they gain confidence. They gain momentum. They gain results. Most people are waiting for the perfect time because they are afraid of failing. They think that if they wait long enough, they can avoid making mistakes. But failure is not something to be avoided. It is something to be embraced. Failure is proof that you are trying. Failure is feedback. Failure is necessary for growth. The people who succeed are the ones who are willing to fail, to learn, to adjust, and to keep moving forward. They don't see failure as the opposite of success. They see it as a necessary step towards success. They know that every successful person has failed more times than the average person has even tried. They know that perfectionism is just another form of procrastination, and they refuse to let it hold them back. Taking action is the only way to create change. You can read all the books, watch all the motivational videos, listen to all the advice, but if you don't take action, none of it matters. Knowledge without action is useless. Intentions without execution mean nothing. The people who win are the ones who don't just talk about what they want to do. They do it. They move forward even when they don't have all the answers. They take risks. They put themselves in uncomfortable situations. They push through uncertainty. They trust themselves enough to know that they will figure it out along the way. Hesitation kills dreams. Overthinking kills progress. Waiting for the perfect time is the fastest way to guarantee that you will never start. The people who succeed in life are the ones who understand that the perfect time will never come. They know that the only way to achieve their goals is to take action now. They don't wait for things to be easy. They don't wait for things to feel comfortable. They don't wait for everything to be lined up perfectly. They make the decision to start and they take the first step, knowing that the rest of the journey will reveal itself as they go. There is no perfect time. There is only now. The people who win are the ones who understand this, who stop waiting, who stop hesitating, and who take massive action even when they don't feel ready. Because they know that readiness is not something that comes before action. It is something that is created through action. Winners show up. That's the difference. That's what separates the people who talk about success from the people who actually achieve it. Most people want success. They dream about it. They imagine what life would be like if they had it, but they don't show up for it every single day. They show up when it's convenient. They show up when they feel like it. They show up when they're motivated. But winners show up no matter what. They don't wait to feel inspired. They don't wait until everything is perfect. They don't wait for external validation. They get up, they get to work, and they keep going long after everyone else has quit. Showing up is not just about physically being present. It's about mentally committing. It's about being fully engaged, fully focused, fully locked in on the mission. It's easy to show up when things are going well. It's easy to show up when you're getting results, when everything feels like it's working, when people are cheering for you. But the real test is whether you show up when nothing seems to be happening, when the progress is slow, when the results aren't immediate, when nobody is watching, nobody is clapping, nobody is recognizing your efforts. That's where most people quit. They think the lack of immediate success means they're failing, but winners understand that success is built in those moments, in the quiet hours, in the unseen effort, in the work that nobody claps for. Most people underestimate the power of consistency. They think success is about one big breakthrough, one big opportunity, one lucky break. But success is not about one moment. It's about thousands of small decisions, daily habits, and relentless pursuit. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you don't see results yet, even when the excitement has worn off. Winners don't operate on feelings. They operate on discipline. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. They don't wait until they're in the mood to work. They understand that the only way to get results is to keep showing up, keep doing the work, and keep pushing forward no matter what. And the reason most people never reach their full potential is that they only put in effort when it's easy. They start strong, but they don't follow through. They get excited in the beginning, but they don't have the endurance to keep going when things get tough. They show up when they're motivated, but the moment they face resistance, they start looking for excuses. Winners don't operate that way. Winners understand that showing up is non-negotiable. It's not optional. It's not something they do when they feel like it. It's who they are. It's a commitment. It's a lifestyle. There will always be reasons not to show up. There will always be distractions, obstacles, and setbacks. Life will always throw challenges at you. But the people who succeed are the ones who refuse to let those challenges stop them. They show up when things get difficult. They show up when they don't see immediate results because they know that the only way to fail is to stop showing up. They know that as long as they keep going, as long as they keep putting in the work, as long as they refuse to quit, success is inevitable. You don't need to be the most talented. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be the one who keeps showing up. Talent without consistency is useless. Intelligence without action is wasted. Potential means nothing if you don't do anything with it. The people who win in life are not always the ones with the most natural ability. They are the ones who refuse to give up. They are the ones who outwork, outlast, and out-hustle everyone else. They are the ones who keep pushing forward even when nobody believes in them, even when they have every reason to quit. Most people want shortcuts. They want instant gratification. They want the rewards without the work. They want success without sacrifice. But winners understand that there are no shortcuts. There is no easy path. There is no substitute for showing up and doing the work. You don't become great by showing up once in a while. You don't build a legacy by working only when you feel inspired. You don't achieve anything extraordinary by putting in half-hearted effort. If you want to win, you have to be relentless. You have to show up on the days when you don't feel like it. You have to push through the moments when your mind tells you to quit. You have to keep moving forward, even when progress is slow, even when success feels far away, even when everything inside you is screaming for you to stop. The people who succeed in life are the ones who show up early, stay late, and put in the extra work that nobody else is willing to do. They don't complain about how hard it is. They don't make excuses. They don't look for an easy way out. They embrace the grind. They fall in love with the process. They understand that greatness is not built overnight. It's built in the hours, days, weeks, months, and years of consistent effort that nobody sees. They understand that every small action adds up, that every rep counts, that every hour of work is moving them closer to their goal. Most people quit right before they see results. They expect immediate success. And when they don't get it, they start doubting themselves. They start questioning whether it's worth it. They start looking for an easier path. But winners don't fall into that trap. Winners know that success is a long game. They know that the results will come, but only if they keep showing up. They know that the only way to lose is to give up too soon. They know that the people who make it are the ones who keep going long after everyone else has quit. Showing up is about commitment. It's about making a promise to yourself that you will do whatever it takes, no matter what. It's about refusing to let circumstances dictate your actions. It's about taking full responsibility for your success. Most people don't do this. They let their circumstances control them. They let their emotions control them. They let other people's opinions control them. But winners don't operate that way. Winners take control of their own destiny. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't wait for motivation. They create their own momentum. They push forward even when things are difficult. They show up every single day no matter what. If you want to win, you have to develop the habit of showing up. You have to train yourself to take action even when you don't feel like it. You have to build the mental toughness to keep going even when things get hard. You have to commit to the process, knowing that success is not about one big moment, but about the small daily actions that add up over time. Winners show up when nobody is watching. They put in the work when there's no immediate reward. They grind when everyone else is looking for an excuse. And because of that, they succeed where others fail. Because of that, they achieve things that most people never will. Because of that, they turn their dreams into reality while everyone else is still talking about what they want to do someday. You are in control of your life. This is a truth that many people forget. They become so accustomed to blaming external circumstances for their situation, so used to making excuses for why things aren't going the way they want, that they forget that they have the power to change everything. Every single person has the ability to take control, to shape their destiny, to create their future. But most people give up that control without even realizing it. They let life happen to them instead of happening to life. They react instead of act. They follow instead of lead. They wait for permission instead of claiming their power. But the winners, the ones who achieve greatness, are the ones who take responsibility. They take ownership of their lives, and they understand that no matter what happens, they are the ones who control their response. They are the ones who control the decisions they make. They are the ones who shape their path. The most powerful thing you can do is take full responsibility for everything in your life. This doesn't mean that everything that happens to you is your fault, but it means that you recognize that your response to everything is your choice. You can't control what other people do. You can't control the circumstances you're born into. You can't control the challenges that come your way, but you can control how you respond to those things. You can control how you move forward. You can control what you decide to believe about yourself, about the world, and about your potential. The moment you take responsibility for your life, you take the power back. You stop being a victim and become the creator. You stop waiting for someone else to fix your problems and realize that you are the only one who can solve them. People who succeed understand that taking responsibility is the key to unlocking their potential. They don't blame the economy, their upbringing, or their past for where they are in life. They don't make excuses about why they haven't achieved their goals yet. They don't wait for someone else to change their circumstances. They take ownership of everything, their mistakes, their failures, their setbacks, and their successes. They own the journey they're on. They understand that life is not something that just happens to them, it's something they create. They don't wait for the world to align in their favor. They make the world align with their vision. You have to stop waiting for things to get easier. The people who win in life don't wait for the obstacles to disappear. They don't wait for everything to fall into place. They don't wait for the perfect set of circumstances. They don't wait for the stars to align. They take responsibility and act in spite of the challenges. They face adversity head on. They acknowledge that life is tough, but they also know that they are tougher. They know that their strength comes from their ability to rise above the difficulties, to push through the pain, and to continue moving forward even when everything inside them is telling them to stop. They understand that success is not about waiting for the right moment. It's about making the moment right through determination and effort. When you take responsibility, you stop making excuses. You stop blaming other people for your failures. You stop looking for external reasons why you haven't achieved your goals. You stop saying, if only I had more time, more money, more opportunities, then I would be successful. You take ownership of your choices and recognize that what you do, how you think and how you act is what creates your results. If you're not where you want to be, it's not because the world is against you. It's because you haven't made the choices that will get you to where you need to go. Winners don't waste time complaining. They don't waste time blaming others for their situation. They look in the mirror and say, this is my life. This is my responsibility. I am in control. Taking responsibility also means that you embrace failure as part of the process. Most people avoid responsibility because they're afraid of failing. They don't want to be accountable for their mistakes, so they hide behind excuses or pass the blame on to others. But the people who win are the ones who take full responsibility, even for their failures. They don't see failure as a reflection of their worth. They see it as a stepping stone. They understand that failing is not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new opportunity. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to learn from. It's something to grow from. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. What sets them apart is their ability to learn from those failures, to rise from them, and to keep moving forward. Taking responsibility means owning your mistakes and using them to propel yourself to greater heights. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are not defined by where you come from or what has happened to you. The moment you take responsibility for your life, you free yourself from the past. You stop letting your history control your future. You stop letting your mistakes hold you back. You stop letting other people's opinions shape your identity. You realize that who you were yesterday does not have to dictate who you are today or who you will be tomorrow. Responsibility means that you are no longer a prisoner to your past. You are the architect of your future. You decide what happens next. Taking responsibility also means taking responsibility for your time. Time is the most precious resource you have, and how you use it determines everything. Most people waste their time. They spend it on things that don't matter, on distractions, on things that don't move them toward their goals. But winners understand that time is non-refundable. They understand that every moment they waste is a moment they will never get back. They take responsibility for how they spend their time. They use every moment to push forward, to get better, to move closer to their goals. They prioritize their time, they eliminate distractions, and they make every day count. They don't let their time slip away because they know that success is not built in a day, but in the accumulation of daily actions over time. The moment you take responsibility for your life, you take back control, you stop being a passive participant in your own story, you become the author. You stop waiting for life to happen to you. You stop waiting for someone else to change your circumstances. You stop waiting for someone to give you permission. You step up, you take action, and you start living your life on your terms. You take responsibility for your choices, your actions, and your outcomes. You take responsibility for your happiness, your success, and your future. You take full ownership, and in doing so, you unlock your true potential. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is simple. They don't quit. It's as straightforward as that. It doesn't matter how many times you've failed, how many times you've been knocked down, how many people told you it wasn't possible. What matters is that you keep going. The key to success isn't about having the right conditions, the right environment, or the right tools. Success is about resilience. It's about getting up every time life knocks you down and continuing to push forward no matter what. Life will challenge you. It will test your limits. It will throw obstacles in your path, and it will do so repeatedly. But the one thing that will determine whether you succeed or fail is your ability to persist. It's the ability to keep going when everything inside you is telling you to stop. It's the ability to stand tall when the world is trying to push you down. Most people give up too soon. They try something, face a setback, and then throw in the towel. They give up when things get hard. They give up when the going gets tough. They give up when they don't see immediate results. But winners don't give up. Winners understand that failure is not the end. It's part of the process. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to improve. Winners know that success is not a straight line. It's not a one-way path. It's full of detours, roadblocks, and detours, but they keep moving forward even when it feels like they're not making any progress. They keep moving forward even when it feels like the world is against them, because they know that persistence is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness. Every time you face a setback, every time you fail, every time you face adversity, you have a choice. You can choose to quit, to let it defeat you, to accept defeat as the final answer, or you can choose to learn from it, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. It's easy to quit. It's easy to walk away when things aren't going your way. It's easy to give up when you're tired, frustrated, or discouraged. But the moment you give up, you lose. And that's the one thing you cannot afford. Winners don't quit. They don't give up. They stay in the game no matter how hard it gets. They don't let failure define them. They use failure as fuel. They keep pushing, they keep striving, they keep working because they know that eventually their persistence will pay off. The journey to success is long. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that can be achieved by taking shortcuts or by looking for an easy way out. The people who succeed are the ones who are willing to put in the time, to do the work, and to stay committed to the process. They don't expect things to happen instantly. They understand that greatness takes time. They understand that success is a result of consistent effort over the long term. And they're willing to keep putting in that effort day in and day out, even when it feels like they're not getting anywhere. They're willing to trust the process and keep moving forward no matter how slow the progress seems. If you want to succeed, you must be willing to fail. You must be willing to fall down, get back up, and keep going. You have to be willing to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to keep improving. There's no such thing as a perfect journey. There's no such thing as a smooth path. The path to success is messy and it's full of obstacles, but it's also full of opportunity. It's full of chances to learn, to grow, and to become better. The people who succeed are the ones who embrace failure, who learn from it, and who use it to fuel their progress. They don't run from failure. They run toward it. They face it head on, knowing that it's not something to be feared, but something to be used to propel them forward. Success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day and doing the work. It's about being consistent, being persistent, and never giving up. It's about knowing that the road will be tough, that there will be obstacles, and that you will face challenges, but refusing to quit. Success is about the willingness to keep going when everyone else would stop. It's about the courage to keep moving forward when the world tells you it's too hard. It's about the determination to keep striving for more no matter how many times you fall. You have to be relentless. You have to have the mindset that no matter what happens, you will keep going. You will keep trying. You will keep pushing. You will keep working. You will keep learning. And eventually, if you persist long enough, you will succeed. The winners are the ones who don't stop. They don't stop when they get knocked down. They don't stop when they face a setback. They don't stop when they hit a wall. They find a way to break through. They find a way to climb over it. They find a way to keep moving forward no matter what. The reason they win is simple. They never quit. They never stop trying. They never stop believing in themselves. And that's what separates the winners from everyone else. It's not talent, it's not luck, and it's not connections. It's the willingness to keep going when everyone else would quit. It's the refusal to give up no matter how tough it gets. It's the determination to keep pushing forward no matter how many obstacles you face. Quitting is the only way to guarantee failure. The moment you quit, you guarantee that you will never reach your potential. The moment you quit, you guarantee that your dreams will never come true. The moment you quit, you throw away everything you've worked for. And that's something you cannot afford. The world doesn't care how many times you fall. The world only cares how many times you get back up. Every time you get back up, you get one step closer to success. Every time you keep going, you get one step closer to your goals. Every time you refuse to quit, you build the strength, the resilience, and the perseverance needed to succeed. Persistence is the secret. It's the secret that most people don't understand. It's the secret that most people overlook. But the people who succeed understand it. They understand that success is not about having everything figured out. It's about having the courage to keep going, even when you don't know what's coming next. They understand that success is built on persistence, on determination, and on the refusal to quit. And that's why they win. That's why they achieve what others can only dream of, because they never quit.